Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. No importa la hora que sea, siempre es un gran momento para aprender español con Profesor Pablo. All right, our lesson today. If we went to the Hall of Fame of baseball, this would be like a Hank Aaron, a Willie Mays, or a Mickey Mantle. One of the greatest baseball players of all time. This is one of the greatest verbs of all time. Tener, not just tener, tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tienen, but tener que plus infinitive. My golly, how many times do we use it during the day? To have to do something. I had to go to work early. I have to go to the store. I had to fix the car. We had to put gas in the car. Tener que plus infinitive. Today we're going to take a look at how you can use tener que plus infinitive in all the 7 verb tenses: the present tense, the preterite, the imperfect, the future, the conditional, the present subjunctive, and past subjunctive. What we are doing is, like if you put like a chunk of butter in a frying pan and you want to butter up some tortillas to make a quesadilla, you put the chip of butter in there and it just starts melting down. Well, that big solid chip of hard butter that when you buy it from the store, that was us with all these verb tenses. But now it's in a warm frying pan and it's just melting down. The whole idea of learning verbs and understanding verbs and the conjugations is melting down to nothing. It's like that movie with Dorothy. I'm melting, right? Me estoy derritiendo. I'm telling you, we got these verbs, we got them under control. Look, okay, tener in the present tense, okay? We spell all 5 because it's a go verb. Tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tienen. It's got a lot going on. In the preterite, it's got a lot going on. Tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tuvimos, tuvieron. But in the imperfect, tenía, run it through. Tenía, tenías, tenía, teníamos, tenían. The future, tendré, tendrás, tendrá, tendremos, tendrán. Remember for the future, the a, as, a, amos with no accent, and on are your future endings for all verbs in the Spanish language, AR, ER, and IR. And then tener, in the subjunctive, it's tenga. You take tango, change the O to opposite vowel, tenga. That's how you form your formal commands. That's also how you form the present subjunctive. Run it. Tenga, tengas, tenga, tengamos, tengan. And then here, how did we get to tuviera? Well, we took tuvieron, we changed that O to an A, dropped the N, tuviera. Run it through. Tuviera, tuvieras, tuviera, tuviéramos, tuvieran. So what am I saying here? There are 7 verb tenses, only 7 verb tenses in the Spanish language. And look, the tenga, the tuviera, the tenía, and tendría, we just run them through. I forgot to mention this one, the conditional. I would have. Tendría, tendrías, tendría, tendríamos, tendrían. So look, run it through, run it through, run it through, run it through. That chunk of butter is melting down to nothing. So easy. Okay. Tener que plus infinitive, to have to do something, plus verb number 0, which is our infinitive. Our clusters of verbs here: to do it, pensarlo, to think it over, sentarse, to sit down, descansar, to rest, trabajar, to work, esperar, to wait, dormir, to sleep, venderlo, to sell it. Over here, explicarse, to explain oneself, salir, to leave, salir temprano, to leave early, comer, to eat, verlo, to see it, ir allí, to go there, decírselo, to tell him or tell her or tell them or tell usted, you, disculparse, to apologize, estar allí, to be there, and apurarse is to hurry up. And when we go over these, the 7 conjugations of the 7 verb tense conjugations of tener, we also want to be aware of voy a tener que, I'm going to have to, and iba a tener que, I was going to have to. For example, I'm going to have to leave early. Voy a tener que salir temprano. I'm going to have to do it tomorrow. Voy a tener que hacerlo mañana. We are going to have to wait. Vamos a tener que esperar. You know, The verb ir comes out of the Baseball Hall of Fame as well, right? Or the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You want to talk about Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Los Rolling Stones son tremendos. Mick Jagger es increíble. Mick Jagger tiene 82 años y canta como un joven de 16 años. Canta y baila, se mueve como ningún otro. Es el mero mero. He is the man. Es el mero mero. Mick Jagger. All right, let's get to our lesson. Tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tienen. To say what you have to do, it's right here. I have to rest. Tengo que. Don't forget the que. Tengo que descansar. We have to work. Tenemos que trabajar. I have to sell it. Tengo que venderlo. Let's go into the preterite. Tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tuvimos, tuvieron. We had to think it over. Tuvimos que pensarlo. I had to do it. Tuve que hacerlo. We have to eat. Tenemos que comer. I had to apologize. Tuve que disculparme. Remember, the reflexive pronouns are me, te. Me and te never change however you use the pronoun. It's me, te, and nos. But se is for él, ella, usted, and for ellos, ellas, ustedes. So I had to apologize would be tuve que disculparme. You had to apologize. Tuviste que disculparte. She had to apologize. Tuvo que disculparse, just as you see it. We had to apologize. Tuvimos que disculparnos. And they had to apologize. Tuvieron que disculparse. Remember, the pronouns me, te, and nos never change no matter how you use them. But sometimes you have a lo or a la or a lay or a say. Today, we're looking at the reflexive say for él, ella, usted, ellos, ellas, and ustedes. Tenía. I had to rest all the time. Tenía que descansar todo el tiempo. Tenía que descansar mucho. I used to have to rest a lot. I used to have to sleep a lot. Tenía que dormir mucho. Okay? We had to sell it. Not something that just came up, but over a period of time, you had that need in your mind that you had to sell it. Teníamos que venderlo. And when you say teníamos with the imperfect, you're conveying to the person to whom you're speaking that the need to sell it existed for a long time. Okay, let's take a look over here at the future. Tendré, tendrás, tendrá, tendremos, tendrán. I will have to leave early. Tendré que salir temprano. They will have to explain themselves. Tendrán que explicarse. You will have to explain yourself. Tendrás que explicarte. I have to explain myself. Tengo que explicarme. You will have to see it. Tendrás que verlo. We will have to go there. Tendremos que ir allí. I will have to tell him. Tendré que decírselo. I will have to tell them. Tendré que decírselo. We've got to be there. Tenemos que estar allí. There's a special party for a friend, and you say, we've got to be there. Tenemos que estar allí. You will have to be there. Tendrás que estar allí. I have to hurry up. Tengo que apurarme. We have to hurry up. Tenemos que apurarnos. Okay? We have to sleep more. Tenemos que dormir más. I had to sit down. Tuve que sentarme. We had to rest. Tuvimos que descansar. Tenía something that you had to do all the time, like let's say you had a long walk to school and you would say, I always had to leave early. Siempre tenía que salir temprano para la escuela. I always had to start early because I'm kind of slow. Siempre tenía que empezar temprano, ¿verdad? Okay, let's go over here to conditional, tendría. I would have to think it over. tendría que pensarlo. You would have to do it as well. Tendrías que hacerlo también. We would have to sell it. Tendríamos que venderlo. They would have to wait. Tendrían que esperar. All right, let's roll with it in all 7 tenses. I have to wait, tengo que esperar. One time, like I had to wait like 10 minutes, tuve que esperar. I always had to wait, siempre tenía que esperar. I will have to wait, tendré que esperar. I would have to wait, tendría que esperar. I hope that I don't have to wait, espero que no tenga que esperar. There's your subjunctive. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to wait. Esperaba que no tuviera que esperar. Tener, tener que, great lesson, great verb expression to know how to use correctly. It's so simple. How can you not use it correctly? Just remember that between whatever form of tener that you use in the infinitive, the verb number 0, you must have the word que. Okay? Let's practice down here again. I'm going to have to hurry up. Voy a tener que apurarme. We are going to have to be there. Vamos a tener que estar allí. You're going to have to apologize. Vas a tener que disculparte. You're going to have to tell them. Vas a tener que decírselo. We are going to have to be there. Vamos a tener que estar allí. You're going to have to see it. Vas a tener que verlo. Let's go in the imperfect. Iba. I was going to have to leave early. Iba a tener que salir temprano. I was going to have to do it. Iba a tener que hacerlo. I was going to have to sit down. Iba a tener que sentarme. I was going to have to work tomorrow. Iba a tener que trabajar mañana. So it's very, very simple. And what I like about that block of butter is now just a little chip of butter in the frying pan, right? Not much left to understand about tener. We get the subjunctive tenga all the way through, tuviera all the way through. One of my favorite provocadores is esperar. Espero que, I hope that. I hope that you don't have to work. Espero que no tengas que trabajar. I hope that you don't have to leave early. Espero que no tengas que salir temprano. You doctors and you nurses have to leave so many events and family activities early because duty calls. We thank you. We bless you. You guys are the best. And thanks for keeping us all in tip-top shape. So this is tener que plus infinitive to say what you have to do. I think we're good. That'll wrap up this lesson. Yes, that's everything that is on the board we've hit many times. So thank you very much for tuning in. Love you guys. Appreciate you coming back. I appreciate all the comments that you send my way via our website, via YouTube. They're great to read. They're inspiring. I like to see you guys experimenting with your sentences. Hasta luego. Gracias.